the man of the hour who, you know, we appreciate we really do appreciate you being such a good sport for allowing us to include you in the 2021 ad book. We know you don't love the attention, but we thought, you know, you deserve it. You deserve this gratitude being shown to you because you are an amazing leader here, a constant, you know, sportsman behavior, not only with the kids, but with just, you live it. You really do live it. So you lead by example, and I'm not going to go much more beyond my words. This is your coffee.
Thank you, Andrew.
My words are not as great. What I want to do is read some other people's words. So, Bravo Auto, the family there, they wrote, "You are truly one of a kind. Patience should be your first name." Do you guys think the same? The ability to work with, coach, and guide children and young adults over the past 4 decades has been a gift to everyone on the receiving end. You are like the Energizer Bunny, always going with a skip in your step and a smile on your face. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Soteropoulos family. That was one of my favorites.
Very nice.
I'm going to share, Elaine couldn't be here, and you guys have quite the long history working together, so she wanted me to share, this is Elaine's words. Well, over 20 years ago, I was one of the cadre of Group X instructors at the Worcester JCC when I received a phone call from Bob Berman. He let me know that the position of fitness director was coming available, and my name was mentioned as someone who might fit the bill. We have been together ever since, through a few executive directors, smooth and not so smooth economic and social events. We have shared an office. Although it may be questionable as to which of us can live with more disorganization on and out our desks, there is no...
I think I win. I think she's a little bit ahead of me with her message.
A little bit, all right. There is no doubt about our shared pride in the work we have done in the health and fitness at the Worcester JCC. It is my great good luck to be working for someone who is professional, has respect for his coworkers, is forthright and steady, has a confidence in my abilities, and, most importantly, always has my back. I cannot reimagine a more tolerant, stable, and supportive boss. Unfortunately, I do not have to. Elaine Rowledge. It was very nice. So I hope that you can take some time flipping through the many photos and tributes from your shared staff here, members, supporters, and the like. But I don't like being up here, so I'm going to pass it off to Emily. And then if whoever wants to say something, but Bob, ever since I joined the staff, you're one of the fun parts of working here. You know, you just set the example, you're a pleasure to work with, and it's been wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, as Andrew was speaking, I realized something. Before COVID, Andrew and I had cooked up an idea, and we were working on it too, to have an event. It was going to be at St. John's, remember? It was going to be large. It was going to be hundreds of people all off at St. John's watching a baseball movie or something to pay tribute to Bob. I wonder if you're the reason COVID. He tried to get out of that.
I don't think so.
He tried to get out of that. What do you think? So, I want to, actually, I'm going to have Boris come up and help me here. Because Boris and Bob, the people who were not here March through June may not realize what Paula realizes is that they became sort of the twins, okay, during the closure, who were fighting with each other. Did these guys ever fight?
These guys never.
They never fought.
No.
When your dad,
No.
this one and this one, were going at it like this, and then Paula and I were kind of like the two moms. At the end of the day, they would say, "Come and look what you did, and look what you did." We never said go to your rooms, but we kind of close to that. But that's because the love is there, and I think everybody feels that way toward you, Bob. I know I do. I'll just read my words from a moment from the book. But when I think about Bob, I think about the genuine genuine love and care that Bob shows for each and everyone he encounters and for the JCC. To watch a group with Bob, to watch a group of children, is to watch a master class on how to be a great coach and teacher. He's kind and nurturing and sets a high bar which children and coworkers alike gladly stretch themselves to meet. Thoughtfulness, compassion, dedication, integrity, commitment, bar none. Bob is a great resource and support to all. In 2 words, he is our secret sauce. So if you haven't been in the JCC during the work day, you gotta notice the relationship. So Boris, come on over. I'm sure Boris has to say a couple of things.
Yeah, it will be hard.
And then I've learned some 6 months.
Yeah, it will be hard. I'm not a good speaker. I'm not like Dr. Berman. Well, you remember Bob met 31 years ago, 6 months and 10 days.
Like it was yesterday.
I remember that like my first day. That's my first day, so he looks at me, stare at me like I came from Jupiter or Saturn. Look at me, stare at me, say, something wrong with you? So, and I look at him, who is this gentleman? He looks like a human, half a caveman. You see that picture, it was like that, with the beard. It's the first day, so first day with the cat. It's like 100 kids was in gym. And it mentioned to me, said, Boris, front field. I said, what is it? Said, make sure front field be done by 9 o'clock. And we did some work, we finished by 9 o'clock. 5 minutes past 9, he come over and said, Boris, you need some stuff. I said, what are you talking about? It's small spot, like a head of the nail, less than half inch. So it's first try. And I noticed something not kosher. So he had like probably 100 kids in front field. It was a little bigger field, you remember? And he said, by 1 o'clock, make sure upper field is set down. Because that time he used upper field and front field. So we did everything, and I feel good. We did both field. 10 minutes later, was probably around 1:15, I see Bob come over. I said, Boris, you didn't finish your task. I said, what are you talking about? He said, you didn't move the goal, soccer goal. So it's second strike. And I realized, that's it. You know, he's very competitive, but I'm very competitive too. I realized I have to do better than him. Since first day, he started teasing me, but it's made me better coworker. And for so many years, it's a pleasure. It's an honor work with him. He is a great father to his kids. Great. He's a great husband to his wife. Wonderful lady. He's very lucky what he found us as a team, co-workers. I'm lucky, so I'm very lucky because it's not easy for not easy every single day come to work and find something special. He is the guy who come to work and he expects everything done perfect. If you not do right way, like Bill Belichick or Bob Berman said, Bill Belichick, Bob Berman said, do your job. If not do your job, that's it. And everything today about Bob, not about me. I just remember somehow he found out that I was working 5 miles one way, 5 miles another way, and next week he moved me. But he moved me in wrong house, remember? Senior citizen live upstairs, senior citizen live downstairs, it's hardwood floor, and people find lots of noises. And that time I was like, I had 2 full-time jobs, one part-time job, and I told Bob, why you moved me? You moved me wrong house. But it was close to JC. He was afraid what I was related for. But he's the person who cared so much about these things. I don't know where is his house in Paradox Drive or Worcester JCC, 6-story 3. I'm not sure, but he's a great co-worker, he's a great human being. Even he considered me not as a human, right?
You know, you're okay.
Okay. Yeah, you better be nice to me today. You know why? I have a whisper.
Okay.
It's first time for 400 years. You know what happens today. Yes, you see, Bob, that's yes. So, as you noticed, as I mentioned before, he considered me what I learned from Judah to Isaac. So, first time for 400 years, they were so close.
On the solstice.
Yes, yeah. So that's, but same time, he is an amazing co-worker. And I'm so much, because he will never find a great friend.
Okay. I don't know who's going to speak after him. I really didn't know that he spoke so well. And it's like, and truthfully, I feel bad for the person coming up afterwards. It's like, you know, if you were an entertainer, it'd be like Michael Jackson doing a moonwalk or something. Having to come up.
I won't cry either because I'm glad of course.
Well, that's a tough act to follow.
I know.
I don't know anyone
Well,
who-
that's, yeah, but you want to just get it done over with, right? Just be done with it now. Well, obviously Bob and I have been together for 35 plus years. I don't know exactly the day, Boris. I didn't count them all out, but mine's 35 something. So, he's like my work husband. We started here together. Well, I started here. We were both like single, carefree individuals. Ended up having groups of friends that were the same. Did some fun things together, did some crazy things together. But always, I think, learning from Bob. I was a gymnast when I started here. Never did gymnastics, but I was the gymnastics instructor. Bob supported me, helped me get through it. He's just been a great co-worker. I've watched his life grow, my life grow. We both have 2 boys. We both have spouses that we love, so following the same path. I live further away, and I'm happy I live further away. So I'm not here as often as Bob, but he's been very supportive, so I'll just read what I put in the book. So I've known Bob longer than I've known my husband. Bob is an inspiration to many, and his dedication to the JCC is immeasurable. When I share with people I work with the JCC, everyone knows Bobby Berman. We work with Bobby. He's been an incredible mentor, supervisor, co-worker, and friend. I'm grateful and blessed for the journey I've shared with Bob at the JCC. Congratulations, and thank you for all you are to me and to the JCC. Warren Bob's tit for tat is like the Muppets. For those of you that are our age, they're like the Muppets that are up in the theater, the cool men. So they're my Muppet friends, so.
Yeah.
So I'm Bob's assistant, for people who don't know. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten to work together really the past couple of months, so I don't see him as much. But while I did work under him for, it's like a year and a half now, I've definitely learned a lot. He's probably taught me more than anybody coaching-wise has ever taught me in my life, and that's why I'm gonna read what I wrote. When I think of the JCC, I think of Bob Berman and his basketball legacy. Not only is the JCC lucky to have Bob, but I am so lucky to be his assistant. He has taken me under his wing, teaching me all there is to be being a great coach and team player. He is a role model in sports and in life. The most important thing Bob has taught me is to listen and learn from others. I'm grateful for his trust in me and the guidance he has provided in the basketball leagues and beyond the court. I'm not crying, I just can't breathe in this man. I mean, you don't get me wrong, awesome, but I'm not crying, but thank you.
I would just like to respond to the Bob and Boris thing. Apologies to Marcia and Andrea, but Bob and Boris are actually work husbands. And Kelly, maybe Bob is your work husband, but Boris is my work husband. Bob, I've been here for 21 years, or going on 21 years, I should say, but you are the constant, I think, at the JCC. You are the mayor of the JCC. You are,
Well, but what is that before?
deputy. They're inseparable. Boris comes to my office and all he talks about is Bob, and I tell him that I'm jealous. So, but
Boris
anyway.
comes to my office and all he talks about is Bob.
Bob, Boris, and I were supposed to go to Israel once upon a time. I actually made it, but we were going to be roommates. That's how I feel about the two of you. Bob is both the JCC's rock star and Rock of Gibraltar. He is our true north, a colleague extraordinaire with always a kind word and a long-winded reply. Mazel tov on 40 years at the JCC. And Bob, love you.
I'm Teresa Zash, and I'm vice president on the board. Gotten sucked in, huh? So, and you're part of the reason. I have two boys, and they have been in aftercare, and my younger one has been in sports. We figured out a way to get him in even before he wasn't quite old enough, because he was so ready and so enthralled with you. I was lucky enough then to get to coach him and be in there alongside you and to see, how many, there are probably like 40 kids plus 25 to 30 parents all in one room and in the gym, and he can bring it all together. And it's just so enthusiastic in the instruction, and it's infectious. I found that I just loved being there. I'm excited for when we can get back to it. I'm just thrilled that you found a way to make it work now, despite all these restrictions and even all the small stuff that you did behind the scenes when we were closed to keep it going and to get your energy, your positive energy somewhere. So I'm grateful to be a part of this, and I agree you're such a huge part of this community. So thank you.
Who would like to come up next? Can we take turns? Okay, so your son is needs to come up. Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm Zach. Bob's eldest son. For those of you guys that don't know me, didn't have anything planned here, but definitely can piggyback off a lot of what other people have said. The first thing, patience. Clearly none of you guys have had dinner with us. I think that's, all kidding aside,
Well, that's kind of true.
No, but yeah, if he ever decides to retire, I mean, obviously I'm biased, but I think of him when I think of this place. Now teaching at Wachusett, big school, the amount of people that I've talked to that mention his name on a daily basis, probably more than I've shared with him by a landslide. I remember, I think it was last December or so, I met a friend of a friend. He came up to me, asked my name, I said, Zach Berman. He said, oh yeah, your dad taught me how to do a lamp. And it was just like, those are little things that happen, again, more times than probably I can count and I overlook. As much as I joke about his patience, or lack thereof, one thing that I can't, and I don't think anyone can question, is his hard work. And I think I've taken it for granted growing up in a family where both of my parents, my mom included, have taught me that. And I pride myself on being able to be a hard worker, and I do. But I don't think, as hard as I possibly could work, it's even going to be a fraction of what he does on a daily basis. So kudos to him and everything that he's accomplished. He deserves it, and probably a lot more. So lucky to have him.
Yeah, I'm Matt. I'm Bob's tallest son. I didn't prepare anything, so try not to, echo too much of what Zach said, but yeah, just on a similar level, it's kind of, you don't really, I don't know, just being here in itself is kind of making me realize how much of a impactful figure he has been to so many people. You do kind of take it for granted just growing up playing basketball with other people, and other people's parents know him, and it's just, I don't know, it's a shame that COVID happened, because I'm sure there would be a lot more people here honoring him and paying respect to all the work he's done. But yeah, if I had known I was going to speak, I would have jotted some notes down. But it's off the cuff, so. But yeah, that's all I got.
So you have Kensaw. Unless Monica,
I'm good.
Well, first of all, I'm somewhat humbled and honored just to have you guys say these wonderful things about me. I feel very fortunate, very lucky to work in an environment that truly, I get to go to work every day and hopefully make a difference in the lives of others. And I think when you do that, you can work extremely hard, but a lot of times it doesn't feel like work. And knowing that you make a difference in the lives of others impacts your life in such a positive way. And I think that's what kind of has kept me going for so long. I certainly feel like I get much more back in return than what I give. And I'm real lucky. So I'm part of a team that we all work hard together. I'm very fortunate that so many of the people that I work with, we work together for such a long time. And the new people that have come on, they've certainly been a huge plus for the JCC and the community. Community work is something very special that certainly gets underneath your skin. When you do it and you make a difference, you feel great. And I think that's what has kept me going for such a long time. I think it's going to keep me going because, I don't know, I need to stay busy, and this helps me make me feel very good. As for working with this guy over here, I told him for years that funny South Boston accent is very hard for others to understand. If we can get through that, I think that would be very helpful, and I didn't know you were such a wonderful speaker.
Oh.
That's something
You know what?
but I do wanna say one thing, you know, now that I'm the health screener for the preschool families, I have become very friendly with many of the young preschoolers, and I have a very close relationship with a 3-year-old, Theo, who comes in every single day with a group of trucks that he brings and makes me see all his trucks. Well, the other day, after the snowstorm, he came in, and not unlike what you did to the field that very first day, the upper field, he said, Boris put too much salt on the parking lot. So this is coming right from a 3-year-old that knew that, again, you gotta get on
Yeah,
top of
but
it.
parking lot was ready by 5 o'clock in the morning.
But all kidding aside, I'm very lucky to work with all of you, and Boris, I mean this, he is one of the best, and I treasure my relationship with him and all of you guys, so thank you. And I also want to, I thank these guys, because I know they didn't come up thinking that they were going to have.
I want to thank Andrea and Deb especially for putting this beautiful book together. I want to thank all of you for your tributes. There's a lot of hard work that went into this. We would have enjoyed embarrassingly more if we could have with more people, but the love for Bob is tremendous in this community.
I'm slightly embarrassed, but I'm very appreciative, and I thank all of you, honestly.
I think when you start reading through it, you'll realize just how many people, I mean, 3-year-old, you know, Theo, your new friend, but, just generations of people, and I just want to tell all of you that we have cupcakes for everyone to take to go. We would have loved to have given you a proper party, which you probably wouldn't have wanted, so maybe this is better. So when I went to the bean counter, which I've been going to forever, and I'm speaking with Alice, and she started saying, Bob, he's been there for 40 years, so even the bean counter knows Bob well. He remembers here, preschool, sports, summer camp, but I just, even Alice, the baker, loves you, so make sure everyone takes a cupcake on your way out.
Thank you for all your work in putting this together. As much as I'm slightly embarrassed, but thank you.
A little less, this is the less embarrassing aspect.
Yes.